Here in Arizona, but every single February, the best drivers end up right here, and we get a watch. I've got the best seat in the house here. 15 seconds now, drivers. 1-5, 15. All the racers, not the pro guys, but everybody. 40 over, sportsman, expert, pro. We appreciate you being here with the dirt for the 2017 Nitro Challenge. Good luck to you, drivers. Marshals ready. Drivers ready. Kind of quiet. The tone sounds, and we're off for 45 minutes. Ryan Lutz in the pink and blue, trying to grab that wheel shot and move away from the pack. And it's a freight train through the switchback section. Nice little pass right there from Boots. Inside, outside, and he's picking up spots through the front side for the first time. Triple, double, single, the preferred line. Looks like everybody pretty cleanly through the front side. Look at this. Larry a mistake through the first half lap. Lutz, then Mayfield, Tessman. All of these guys champions. Ryan Lutz in the pink and blue, working onto the backside. Techno with the white rims. Ryan Mayfield, white rims and his signature kind of white, pink, silver, and blue. With the Mugen now. Ty Tessman, no longer with Hot Bodies. He was a staple to the Hot Bodies team, but recently to X-Ray, and he has not lost a step. Top three all separated by about a second right now. Then Spencer Rifkin in the fourth slot. Looks like Joe Bornhorst in the top five. Then it's Fan Cavalieri, Ogden, Steves, and then Tanner Denny in the top 10. Down the back straightaway they go. The top three getting a little bit of distance now between themselves and fifth place Spencer Rifkin. And we've got one coming off the track already. It looks like Boots maybe. So Boots with a problem and off early. He's one of the favorites around here. He is not won yet. And now Dakota Fenn up on the pipe. Marshall trying to get there, and Dakota Fenn coming all the way from 14th now. New leaders working on the back double, coming into the whip section. And Mayfield out of shape, a little bit too hot there for the whips. Ty Tessman picks up the spot, so now I've got Ryan Lutz, followed by Tessman, then Mayfield. I've got a car back there on the back right corner. I don't know if he's waiting for the entire pack to come by or if we've got a problem out there. I've got a dead truck on the right side. Marshals, let's bring that truck back to the front side, please. Looks like Tanner Denny, and that thing might be locked up. So don't know if it's a clutch that went out on him or what. Coming back to the front side, here we go. Leader on the track, the backside double, Ryan Lutz. Leading the way. Techno with the block engine and AKA tires. So kind of a new engine program for Lutz, and like I talked about, just seemed to be a little bit of a different level for Ryan. Always been super punched out and fast, but in qualifying, really something different about that truck and about the power it puts down to the ground. And I'm wondering if he's going to turn this thing into a lapper. Seems like he's racing with a lot of confidence. He's got the right tire selection. Talked to him a little bit yesterday, and he felt like he kind of knew exactly what he needed to do tonight. Good battle for second right now. We'll kind of focus in on that. Ty Tessman now with the X-Ray, and Ryan Mayfield now with the Mugen. Both those guys with different platforms a year ago. Down the back straightaway, dumping off all that elevation in the back to the step up, and Mayfield catches the edge on the top right there, throws him in a little bit of a cartwheel, and Ty Tessman picks up another maybe half a second. At the line, Ty Tessman with a 39.8, Mayfield a 40.8, so 1 second advantage right there on lap number 6 for Tessman. Lutz, Tessman, Mayfield, then Bornhorst 1.7 behind. Cavalieri 3.7 back, so a little bit of a break there. Then Ogden, Rifkin, Thibault, Steves, Ronafalk, that's your top 10. Renault Savoyard from France was 11th. Dakota Fenn got turned around up on that pipe on lap number 2, and he's still struggling back there in 12th. Alex Zinchetin, first time here from Italy, Tanner Denny off the track. LA Boots with problems as well. Back on the front side here, the pink and blue Techno for Ryan Lutz. And Ty Tessman maybe catching a little bit right there. 40.4 for Lutz, or 39.8 for Tessman. Mayfield at 39.7. Watch the front side, one upside down. Watch the lander on that second triple. And now we're good. Marshals are killing it out there. Thanks for the effort, guys. 4:45 in, 40:15 to go. Tons of time remaining in our finale of a Saturday evening here. Beautiful day today. Track was in good shape. Lots of great racing, a lot of transfers and bump ups. And we've already awarded multiple championships here. And we've got the big one yet to come. We're 40 minutes away from that. Will it be Ty Tessman to repeat? Will it be Ryan Lutz? Ryan Lutz, definitely one of the top guys on the planet when it comes to 8 scale, but not a Nitro Challenge champion yet. Will it be tonight? Lutz through the switchback section at the 5:30 mark. Lutz gets up on 2 wheels, little counter steal. That put him up on the berm through the underpass section. Saved it. And it was a 40.6 to a 39.8. So Lutz does lose a little bit of time right there. Tessman 1.2 back. Into the whoop section they go. Around the pitcher's mound. And through the S. Downsiding, so getting some air and downsiding that graduated table is Lutz. Tessman did not that time by. Lutz a little bit wider coming off that straightaway. And Ty Tessman working up on the back door. Looks like Lutz losing a little time right here. Last time by a 40.6. Let's see what they are this time. Ryan Lutz, 40.2, 39.7. So Tessman grabbing a half second that time by. Lap number 10 in the books for the top 3. I've got Lutz. Then 7/10 back to Tessman. Mayfield another 2.7. And now Lutz gets into the pipe. And that's going to put Tessman by. So Ryan Lutz still another problem. And then Mayfield gets by. So right there coming out of the whip section on that pitcher's mound, Ryan Lutz, a little bit of oversteer. The back end maybe coming out. And he gets sucked right into that inside pipe. Marshall had a hard time getting him off that. And then he kind of did 50-50 when he got back on track right out into the middle of the lane. And Mayfield collected him. And so it's Mayfield in the 2 spot now. 40.2. Lutz with a 45 flat. Rough lap there for Ryan Lutz. 1.3 back from Mayfield. Mayfield 1.5 back from the Canadian Ty Tessman. He's your reigning champion. Like I said before, Tessman, kind of his breakout race, 2010 at the Nitro Pit, taking a win in truck. 2 years later, 2012, he started at a 3-peat that went from 12 to 14. In 15, it was Ronnefolk, and then 16, he got back on top. He's your reigning Truggy champion. Looks like Lutz with a little rollover, and Bornhorst now picks up that spot. I've got 7:45 in, and we should be seeing these guys come in for fuel within the next minute. Cavalieri coming through the line. He's in the top 5. Here we go. Fuel stops coming. Ronnefolk coming in. Hot bodies up on. Looks like I've got Dakota Fenn. And Dakota Fenn gets thrown out on top of someone. So before fuel stops here, it was Tessman, Mayfield, Bornhorst, Lutz, and Cavalieri. And we've got one coming back in. Looks like we've got a flame out. Tessman at 39.9, Mayfield at 39.7. Bornhorst with a 39.9. So the top 3 all going 39s. More fuel stops happening. Cavalieri comes in quickly up on the blocks. Lewis with the fuel and back down and away. Team Associates Ryan Cavalieri back out on the track to work again. Cavalieri, your reigning buggy champion. Look at that, working into the whip section, getting out of shape. And it's Ronnefolk that takes back that spot to the inside.
36.
Coming up on 9 minutes in now. 9 in, 36 to go. Mayfield comes in. Drake with the fuel, back down and away. Here comes JB. Really fast stop there for Bornhorst. Cole Ogden has fuel already. Jared Tebow coming in, and it looks like Rivkin as well. He's going to get out first, and it looks like about dead even right there. So Tebow in the Kyosho and Spencer Rivkin in the Associated. Both those guys have fuel now. 9:45 in, 35:15 remaining on the clock. Now Tessman at the 9:45 mark. So his engine program's good. Quick little stop right there. Ryan Lutz now in. So Daniel Lewis fueling, and Ryan Lutz back out on the track once more, right around that 10-minute mark. And the pass, it's been Lutz that has had to pit first. And the irony of now, he comes in last. So coming in right at that 9:50 mark. And Ryan Lutz doing good on run time, that's for sure. Tessman working the lead with the X-ray. Ryan Mayfield with the Mugen. Let's see where they are as they hit the line. Tessman at 44.4, 41.9 Mayfield. That's Tessman with fuel, now 44.4. Bornhorst 41.5, Ryan Lutz 44.8, that's with fuel. David Ronafalk, there he is in the yellow and green. Ronafalk with a 40.3. Cavalier now 2.3, back to Tebow another 1.9. Dakota Fenn 0.6 behind. Rivkin then 2 back, Zanchettin 0.3 behind. And that is your top 10. Savoyard, Tanner Steeds, Cole Ogden.
4 minutes left.
And then off the track early, Tanner Denny after 3 laps, and Elliott Boots only a lap completed. Watch that triple, watch the backside triple, grab it. Tried to get there as soon as he could. But that was Ronafalk. Ronafalk upside down with a little mistake on the back triple. And now look at that, he's got a whole pack of cars in front of him. And that's going to be for position. Bornhorst in the top 3. Lutz just 1.1 behind. And then they are through the front side. Freight training. Ryan Cavalier and Jared Tebow for 5th. Then Fenn, Rivkin, Ronafalk, and Zanchettin with Renault Savoyard in that group as well. That's 7th through 11th. At the 11:45 mark, Ty Tessman leads the way by 2.6. The 39.7 to the 39.5. Your leader on the back double. The white, black, and purple. Through the short chute, using that inside option. Ty Tessman down the backside he goes. Reigning Nitro Challenge Truggy champion of the pro class. New vehicle doesn't seem to bother him though. He's absolutely crushing it right now. 2.6 back to Mayfield. Let's see this time by Tessman with a 39.8. Mayfield with a 40.1, giving up 3/10. Good battle for 3rd. Final spot on the podium up for grabs here between a couple of the Techno guys. Joe Bornhorst, who was podium last year in truck. Big race for Bornhorst. And started off a good year for him. And then Ryan Lutz right behind him. Couple of Technos. Bornhorst with the OS power. Lutz with the block power.
32 minutes left.
Tessman, Mayfield, Bornhorst and Lutz. Ryan Cavalier there. And now Bornhorst with a little mistake. Ryan Lutz gets it past. Leader at the front side. There's Mayfield, 40.9 to a 39.8. Mayfield catches 1.1 that time around. So a little bit tighter between the top 2. Ryan Lutz and Joe Bornhorst. Running for the number 2 or the number 3 and 4 positions. Ryan Cavalier then another 13 back. So the top 4 checking out a little bit here on the rest of the field. Tebow and Cavalier are now battling to the right side like they've done a million times. Tebow in the Kyosho with that blue front end. And Ryan Cavalier in tow. Back to the front side. Tessman 40.3. Mayfield 39.8. So picking up 4/10 that time by. There's Mayfield. And now 1.3 between the 2. We'll keep our eyes there for just a bit.
Minutes.
And now a little bit of a donkey kick in the middle of the whip section there for Tessman. We'll see if Mayfield starts to creep his way even closer. Looking onto the back straightaway. little bit short on that back triple there for Ryan Mayfield, but I can't say that it cost him any space there. Tessman up over the roller. Mayfield, a little bit of a wider line. The wider that you go, the less of an abrupt change that is on that roller. 14:30 to get in and 30:30 to go. 14:30 in. 30 minutes, 30 seconds remaining here. Just about a third of the way home. Front side, watch out. Bornhorst grabs a bunch of brake. And that was a good run there. Down the backside. And up over the step, up they go. Your leaders.
30 minutes left.
Right to left through the switchback section. That white front end with purple and a little bit of black on there for Ty Tessman from Canada and from Mesa, Arizona. Ryan Mayfield in tow there. The X-Ray versus the Mugen. New vehicles for both these guys. And not like 4 months or 6 months ago, but very recently. And now a little roll over there by Mayfield, so he gives back time. 15:30 in, 15 minutes, 30 seconds into this one here. Down the backside, not quite a straightaway lead now. Tessman taking advantage of that mistake there. Tessman that time by just skates those rims right over. And it altered his vehicle just a little bit. Had to stab the gas to level that thing out a bit. Front side, Ty Tessman, then Mayfield. And they're going to have some traffic to work through coming up on the backside. Now it's stand upside down. Ty Tessman gets by Finn, and it's going to be Mayfield next. Tessman taking the inside option. Mayfield makes short work there of Dakota. Old teammate of Mayfield's there. Dakota Finn, who's currently running in the 9th slot. Tessman continues to pick off lap traffic here. And more fuel stops happening now. Tanner Steves brings it in for fuel. Working the right side up over that hip jump and the backside double. Ty Tessman, Zanchettin allowing Mayfield to the inside there, and the same thing for Savoya with Tessman. Tessman to the backside, Mayfield in tow by about on that straightaway. It looks like it's about 70 feet. Mayfield kind of working that outside line through the step up, carrying quite a bit of speed here. This time by, I think it's going to be in the favor of Mayfield. Ty Tessman at 40.1, and actually Mayfield, identical lap times right there. So separation between the two, 1.2. Bornhorst another 10 back, and then Ryan Lutz picking up that spot now on Bornhorst. A 40.8 to a 41.9. Ryan Lutz up into the top 3. So it's Tessman, Mayfield, Lutz. That's X-Ray, Mugen, and Techno. Another Techno, and then it's Kyosho for Jared Tulo in the top 5. 17:45 in, and Cavalieri comes in. That MX engine sucking up the fuel, and back down and away he goes. And it looks like Mayfield coming in a little bit early now. Mayfield back down and away.
27 minutes left.
So Ty Tessman, your leader, in through the whip section and through the S. Downsiding that kind of option tabletop, and onto the back straightaway he goes. Tessman came in right around the 9-minute mark or so. A little bit past that. And we're at the 18:15 mark at this point. Run away for our leader, Ty Tessman. Ty Tessman with a runaway on that short shoot. So he landed the double, no problem, and right to left through the short shoot. The car just took off at 100% throttle and straight ahead.
Where did it take off at?
The short shoot right to left after the go-away double. As the entry to that switchback section, and Ty Tessman in electrical, and there's nothing more frustrating than that. So that puts Ryan Mayfield to the front now.
26 minutes
The
left.
events happening here on lap number 27 and 28 as Ty Tessman still in pit lane. They've got the car up on the starter box to try to give it another shot. But I need everybody to watch out around the track. When that happens once, it's likely that it could happen again. They're still looking at that Tessman vehicle. But right now, no matter how dominating Tessman is, it looks like no repeat. So Tessman working up onto that back right corner. Just going to kind of keep my eyes right there for a second through the whip section. Tessman coming up on some traffic, goes double single. So double single instead of triple right there. That kind of tells you Tessman trying to feel it out a little bit here. Through the double and out into that same section. So he gets through there cleanly. And we will focus our attention somewhere else, but I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen a runaway like that from somebody leading the Nitro Challenge before. That is terrible events right there for Ty Tessman. So let's find our leader, Ryan Mayfield, leading the way right now in the Mugen. There he is, coming off the step down, through the step up section, and he's got a big lead now over Ryan Lutz. Last championship for Ryan Mayfield here at the Nitro Challenge came in 2015. That was a good one. He made a last lap pass with a lap and a half to go on. I believe it was Ryan Cavalieri. Mayfield, your champion then in 15. He did it in 2013. He did it in 2009. And so a three-time champion in the buggy class for Ryan Mayfield. But in Truggy, I don't see any championships on my piece of paper here, so will this be the first one? Mayfield kind of with the, we'll call it the career grand slam of the Dirt Nitro Challenge. Mayfield with that white front end, the pink to silver to blue. White rims. J Concepts rubber on that one, moving to the front side with Red's power. Mayfield on a 68 lap run, 18 seconds up on now Bornhorst. Ryan Lutz another 1.1 behind. So Bornhorst here with the yellow and orange to the front side. Bornhorst 40.2 that time by Ryan Lutz. 41.7. Jared Tebow another 12 seconds behind. Ryan Cavalieri just 1.7 back from Jared. There's Tebow on the front side with the Kyosho, and then the associated Cavalieri. Follow those two for a second here. Lutz actually going to move back to the Techno battle for a 2 and 3 position. Those guys looking at the podium right now. Of course, they're never happy with third if there's second to be had. So Ryan Lutz gets by Bornhorst. We'll see if he can hold on to it. Lutz in the pink and blue with white rims to the front side. And then the yellow and orange with yellow rims for Bornhorst. And now Bornhorst gets out of shape. Front side, he saves it with a stab of the throttle, but lost a little time. And you can see Lutz now clear of Bornhorst by about 3.5 seconds. 2:35 in, 22:25 to go. So we are just past the halfway point here of race number 34, the Pro Truck A-Main. More fuel stops coming. Ronafalk is in. He's sitting 7th right now, 8.5 back from Lifkin. Sevoya then right behind him. Sevoya stays out, so he picks up the spot. Ronafalk with hot bodies drops 1, but everybody else going to be coming in for fuel stops as well. There's Tebow with a 40.4, Cavalieri 40.5. Lutz with a little mistake. Now we've got a little roll over there by Rivkin. Leader coming back to the front side. That's Mayfield, and here is Tessman. So I'm kind of having a hard time figuring out what happened to Tessman. I really don't feel it running out of fuel. Would have leaned out that engine and done what it did. He could always stab the brakes. So don't know if it was a rock that got in there or just some kind of crazy glitch, but I think he landed that double safely. He made the turn, and when he was lined up right to left, he just went 100% throttle straight up. Thankfully, he hit the pipe and kind of went over backwards before he got into the stand, so a little bit of a scary moment there. Ryan Mayfield, meanwhile, leading away, 23 seconds up with that brand new Mugen ride for Mayfield. Bornhorst and Ryan Lutz Still battling it out. Bornhorst through the switch back here. Last time by 40.8 to a 45.4. So Lutz maybe in for fuel that time. Bornhorst at 40.5, 40.2 for Lutz. Right now my podium would look like Mayfield, Bornhorst, and Lutz. That's Mugen, Techno. Cavalieri in the Associated 8.5 back. Jared Tebow then 7 tenths behind. And Lutz rolls it over in the whip section a little bit too quick. And he went on his lid. So now he's well back from Bornhorst. Bornhorst through the step-up section. Second last year in truck. And currently running second again. Bornhorst, kind of a breakout year last year. Some big finishes for Joe through the front side. Triple, double, single. Lutz shorts that second triple and then shorts the third. And somehow comes away unscathed without need of a marshal. Got lucky right there. Ryan Lutz into the whip section. Couple of rough laps. 45-1 last time by. This one's not going to be pretty either. And that puts now Ryan Cavalieri a little bit closer. So Lutz on the back straightaway. Cavalieri goes lawn darting on the backside triple. And now Lutz with a problem. Very slow through the drop-off. And Lutz, a little mistake up over that step-up section. Don't know what's going on with Ryan Lutz. And it looks like front left, so maybe it's a steering issue, front left.
19 minutes left.
So Ryan Lutz, your TQ, bringing it in. And it's actually the front right, I believe. So what was a Techno 2-3 now becomes a Techno 2 and a Kyosho 3. Jared Tebow up into the top 3 right there. Ryan Cavalieri just 1.2 back. Rivkin, Sevoyan, Runafok, Stees, Dakota Fend, and Alex Zanchettin will be my new top 10. There's Zanchettin in the all-white, 40.6 that time by. There's Tebow. Here comes Cavalieri in for fuel. A little bit of a long stop right there for Cavalieri. Tebow working through the short chute, right to left here. Triples to the backside, cases that. And Jared Tebow through the step-up section with that Kia shows out the same essential paint scheme for probably the last 12 years. Maybe longer than that. And he peels it off wide, the blue front end of that Kyosho Truggy. Up on the blocks now. Tebow fuel back down and away. As far as championships for Tebow, he was your Truggy champion in 2011. And in 2011 he doubled up. He went buggy and Truggy that year. He also won in 2005 in buggy. That was back in Hemet. Tennessee's a little mistake here on the first triple. Here comes Bornhorst. Bornhorst with a 45.8. Jared Tebow 42.1. Cavalieri 46.5. Rivkin then a 42.2. Your top 5 right now. Mayfield, Bornhorst, there's Tebow and Cavalieri with a side-by-side battle moving to the right side. That's for the podium finish. We have 28-15 down, 16:45 to go. How many times has these two done battle? And some of those would be right here at the Nitro Challenge at Free Farm RC Raceway. Tebow, been a little bit since the championship for him. 2011, he goes wide after catching a little bit at the top of that step-up section. Cavalieri, nice clean pass there, kind of wedges inside of Tebow and picks up the spot. Back to the front side, 40.3 to a 41 flat, 7 tenths quicker for Cavalieri. Now Tebow going to be trying to fight back through the backside double into the ropes next. Into the S section.
16 minutes left.
Downsides there. Both using that inside option. Love that line. Down the back straightaway. And through the step up. Tebow gaining a little bit of time right there. You can see him all over the back door of Cavalieri. Cavalieri in the white and red with yellow rims. Right behind him there, Tebow, as they come down the front side. The blue, red, and black of Jared Tebow and Kyosho trying to track down the Associated of Ryan Cavalieri. Both these guys with 10-scale world championships under their belt. Multi-time national champions as well. Down the backside they go. Great battle for third. Coming up on about 30 minutes in and 15 to go. 30 minutes in, 15 remaining. Zanchetin now brings it in. He's sitting ninth. He's in for fuel.
15 minutes left.
Tanner Steves with a rollover in the sweeper. There's Cavalieri by the line with 40.1, 41.3 from Tebow. Want to check in with our leader Ryan Mayfield for a bit. Mayfield 41 flat. Through the front side, let's follow him for a lap here. His fast lap is a 39.472. Mayfield working into the whip section. And through the S now. Inside line, catches out air, downsides perfectly. Through the option. Downsides the triple and a full blast of power down the backside. Dumps it off. And he likes that outside-inside line through the step-up. Through the left-hander, hard right-hander. Blast of power through the underpass. Around the line and to the front, 40.028. Mayfield with a 26-second advantage here over Bornhorst.
14 minutes left.
Cavalieri 7.7 back. Tebow another second behind. Savoya then 14.6 back. Spencer Ripken 6. These 4.8 behind. Then Runner Falk and Dakota Fend. Bornhorst to the front side. 25-second deficit there. There's Zanchetin, he's back in ninth. There's Cavalieri in the top three. 8 seconds back. Jared Tebow another 1.4 behind. Renaud Savoya in the top five. Mayfield again to the front side. Triple, triple, double, single. Making it look easy. There's Savoya, Renaud in the top five. Cole Ogden in the 12th slot. He's in that orange Mugen. Spencer Ripken and Dakota Fenn. Now Fenn comes in for fuel. Ripken stays out. So Fenn back down and away.
13 minutes left.
13 minutes to go, drivers. 13. Your leader is Ryan Mayfield. Mayfield with the Mugen and Red's Power. J Concepts. Mayfield comes in for fuel. Up on the blocks. Quick stop there. Adam Drake clicks the stopwatch. Make sure that he's on pace for the next one. So Mayfield working the backside, double after fuel. Through the whip section, Ripken now 6th. Ripken and Runnefalk 2 back. Dakota Fend another 2 seconds behind. Mayfield, your leader by 23. Mayfield did come in for fuel, so that'll be a little bit shorter now, the distance between those two. Cavalieri still third. Jared Tebow in the 4th spot. Sort of hoping that battle kind of becomes something here. Ryan Cavalieri with Team Associated. Through the short chute. And Jared Tebow right there with him in the Kyosho. Tebow with Kyosho and MX Power, a.k.a. Rubber. Little crossover between Ripken and Fenn right there, a couple of the youngsters. 11 minutes and 30 seconds. 11:30 remaining here. Lap time by Cavalieri, 40.2. Tebow catches a 10th. And Bornhorst now rolls it over. Bornhorst has 8.6 on Cavalieri. So pretty good gap there between second and third place. Tebow just 1 second back from Cav. Screaming down the back straightaway. Cavalieri and Tebow both with MX Power. Coming into that short chute section there. Cavalieri making the right-hander. Sweeping onto the front side again. 41 flat, 41.8. So Tebow catches a couple tenths right there, but he needs more than that. He's kind of going the wrong direction. It was 1 second about 3 laps ago. Now it's 1.8. So losing a tenth here and there. And meanwhile, Ryan Mayfield still maintains that gap on Bornhorst, 23 seconds. Cavalieri 4.4 back. Jared Tebow another 1.8 behind. Renault Savoya then 15 behind. David Runafalk 9.7. Spencer Ripken 4.4. Dakota Fend another 8 tenths back. Zanchettin 8.6 back. And then Tessman. I am very perplexed. I can't wait to find out after the race over the next day what exactly happened with Tessman.
10 minutes left.
I thought that car was gone, and I thought for sure he would not be able to come back on the racing surface. But not only has he done that, but he seems to be just fine. No problems whatsoever for that X-ray. Tessman working onto the backside. He's been a great champion as always, racking them up. Like I've said before, Tessman with that three-peat from 12 to 14. And the 2010 win as well. Tessman won buggy in 2012 and 2014. Ryan Mayfield, your leader, Joe Bornhorst. Starting to be old hat here, second place at Nitro Challenge and Pro Truck. Ryan Cavalieri in the top 3, 5.3 back. Jared Tebow another second behind. Renault Savoya 15 seconds back.
9 minutes left.
So less than 9 to go. 8 minutes and 45 seconds. And final fuel stops coming up here. Tebow up on the blocks in pit lane. Back down and away. And it's going to be Cavalieri gets the spot back. So Ryan Cavalieri now up into the top 3 once again. Tebow going to bide his time until Cav comes in for fuel. Cavalieri right now in front of Tebow, but only by about a second, if that. I'll say it's about 7 tenths through the step-up section. Cavalieri in that red, yellow, and white associated with yellow rims, black wing. Right behind him there, Tebow. It looks like Tebow catching a little bit here. That time by 40.066 for Cavalieri and a 43.881 for Jared Tebow. That is so fast with fuel. 43.881 with fuel. For most of us, we can't get a 43 fast lap without fuel. And it looks like Cole Ogden, that's Savoya. So Renault Savoya has a problem now. He is running in the top 6, but no longer. That's going to put Dakota Fend up to top 6. David Runafalk in the 5th slot, 21 back. Tebow and Cavalieri, the best battle we've got. Now Tebow gets by. Cavalieri trying to get him back. Through the front side, nose to tail. And I think they touched in midair. It was about eye level with those two cars as they came through the triple section.
This guy over here going nuts on the microphone too.
Jared Tebow in front of Cavalieri. That's the battle for a podium finish and pictures and champagne and all the good stuff. Oh, and Cavalieri, a rough landing coming off that drop down. Cavalieri just got all kinds of sideways up there. We don't see a lot of that. There's pretty good grip up on that crossover. So Jared Tebow in control a little bit more now. 3rd place, 2.4 up on Cavalieri. 3-way battle, Tessman, Zanchettin, and Tanner C is a good battle for 8th. And here comes your leader for a final fuel stop. Ryan Mayfield back down and away. With a big advantage here, 25.6 over Joe Bornhorst. And Tebow, Cavalieri, Runafalk, top 5. Watch our start-finish line, watch our start-finish line, watch our start-finish line. And now we're all good up here. Bornhorst, and then it's Dakota Finn that uses Runafalk as a lander on that middle triple. Backside, back right, watch the back right, watch the back right. Watch the back right, all kinds of traffic. And now it looks like we're good. That battle for third is about the tightest thing we've got to call right now, although Tessman, Zanchettin, and Tanner Steves have a good battle going for 8th place right now. Here comes Bornhorst by the line. Jared Tito. And now Tito, a mistake, he's upside down. Tito, a mistake, and he's upside down. And the fans come to his rescue, but not before Ryan Cavalieri gets by. So Cavalieri up into the top 3 once again. He's your reigning buggy champion here at the DNC. And Jared Tito, you can expect him to put on a drive now in the next 5 minutes. I have felt as of late that Jared Tito is markedly quicker than Cavalieri. He was stepping away by about 3 seconds. And we're going to see if that's true or not, because Cavalieri now has a big advantage over Tito. And I'll give it to you at the line. Cavalieri at 40.1. Tito 41.3. 3.5 seconds from third back to fourth. My podium right now would be Mugen Techno Associated with Ryan Mayfield in that Mugen, Joe Bornhorst with the Techno, and Ryan Cavalieri with Team Associated. Jared Tito and the Kyosho trying to gain 3.5 seconds over the next 4 minutes and 15 seconds. Where has 40 minutes gone? Goes by quick. These guys putting on a clinic, as always, and especially that top group, that elite level. The top 3 or 4 or 5, every single race, it seems like they put on the show. It could be a different name, but there's always about a 3 or 4 car breakout of the guys that really have a chance. And right now, it's been the Ryan Mayfield show after that Tessman runaway. And that's still a stunner to me. I don't know how he can have a massive runaway like that, and then next thing you know, everything seems to be just fine, and he's still running at the 41-minute mark. Joe Bornhorst in the 2 spot. Bornhorst coming around the line in the yellow and orange. Yellow rims. And Bornhorst leading out over Cavalieri. We'll see by how much. Here comes Cavalieri. 9.1. And here is Tito coming to the front side. He's going to have, I believe that's Rivkin in front of him next. Cavalieri in through the whip section. And Tito makes quick work of traffic right there. Kind of goes guns blazing through that whip. And working onto the back straightaway. Cavalieri has the luxury of not pushing so hard right now. Tito was back by 2.8 at the entry of lap number 62. We'll see what happens right here. Cavalieri through the front side. Agreed. 40.2 that time by for Cavalieri. 40.1 for Tito. So he picks up a 10th, but he is still 2.847 behind. 230 drivers, 230. Mayfield 41.2. He's on our way to a 67 lap, 45.18 win. But we still have time remaining. 2:15 to go. 20 seconds up on Bornhorst. Cavalieri another 7 behind. Jared Tito then 2.8. Dakota Fenn and Ronafalk now have a good run going for 5th. Fenn in that spot right now, and Ronafalk wants it. There's Ronafalk in that yellow, white, and green. He's your world champion rate scale. Gained that in October up there in Las Vegas. And backwards on the track goes Dakota Fenn. So Ronafalk picking up the top 5. And Dakota Fenn will try to gain that back here through the backside. Fenn in the TLR. And the hot bodies right there for Ronafalk through the step-up section. And Ronafalk just catches the top of that step-up, and Dakota gets it back again. So Dakota now top 5, Ronafalk 6th. You guys can keep your eyes there. I'm just going to kind of look through and see where our leader is. Leader coming off the back straightaway with 1:15 to go. Mayfield through the double, and now switchback, kind of just flat, easy section, but it sure feels fast. And then you're on the stand. Coming back to the front side. 40.2, triple, then double single out, working to the right side. A haze of Nitro kind of hanging over the track here on a brisk evening. Now we've got people surrounding the track here to see what happens in the last 45 seconds. thought it was going to be Tessman. But Tessman had an electrical, some kind of runaway. And Mayfield has been leading since then. 21 seconds back to Bornhorst. Cavalieri another 6.4. Jared Tebow running out of time here. He's 1.7 back from Cavalieri. Mayfield by the line now, working lap number 67. Joe Bornhorst on a 66 lap 45 with a 7. And with 13 seconds to go, it could very well be that Mayfield on a victory lap here. Bornhorst makes the turn, 5, 4, 3. He's got to get to the line. Bornhorst at the line, and we caught him. So Ryan Mayfield, enjoy the last lap. It doesn't matter from here. Mayfield going to take the win. The first time since 2015 that Mayfield's had the championship here, and the first time ever for Mayfield in truck at the DNC. There's Mayfield by the line. That brand new Mugen ride seems to be all right and fitting him quite nicely.